Hey friends, it's your boy SVH here, coming at you with today's bowl of Saki by Hazrat Inayat for September the 9th. Love is the Divine Mother's arms. When those arms are spread, every soul falls into them. Love is the Divine Mother's arms. When those arms are spread, every soul falls into them. And I have some thoughts on this one, but I definitely have some commentary that I'd like to share on this that Piro Murshid writes here. And a lot of times people ask me, what is Sufism? What is Sufism anyway, right? And it's very hard to describe or put into terms. It's one of those things that's beyond description, because God is beyond description. You can't really put God into a bucket or a basket or a certain paragraph or sentence it out and frame it out into a sentence or anything like that. It just really doesn't encompass the fullness and the richness of the whole. But people try to do our best, So when it comes to the reason I brought that up is because I feel this commentary right here really does a good idea of not saying what Sufism is particular, but talking about the personality of the Sufi, which I think really gives a great idea of what Sufism aims to create out of the path, the follower on the path. So I'm going to start this over. Love is the Divine Mother's arms. When those arms are spread, every soul falls into them. And here's what Murshid says. The Sufis of all ages have been known for their beautiful personality. It does not mean that among them there have not been people with great powers, wonderful powers, and wisdom. But beyond all that, what is most known of the Sufis is the human side of their nature. That tact which attuned them to wise and foolish, to poor and rich, to strong and weak, to all. They met everyone on his own plane. They spoke to everyone in his own language. What did Jesus teach when he said to the fishermen, "Come hither, I will make you fishers of men"? It did not mean that I will teach you ways by which you can get the best of man. It only meant your tact, your sympathy, will spread its arms before every soul who comes, as mother's arms are spread out for her little ones. So I think that's beautiful. It really talks a lot about the personality of the Sufi. And there's a little more here. Mystics of all ages have not been known for their miraculous powers or for their doctrines that they have taught, but for the devotion that they have shown throughout their lives. The Sufi in the East, the Sufi in the East says to himself, Ishq Allah Mabud Allah, which means God is love and God is the beloved. In other words, it is God who is love, lover, and beloved. When we hear the stories of the miraculous powers of the mystics, of the great insight into the hidden laws of nature, of the qualities with which they manifested through their beautiful personalities, we realize these have all come from one and the same source, whether one calls it devotion or whether one calls it love. And there's a great little story here too. Once 4 little girls were disputing. One said, "My mother is better than yours." The second girl said, "My mother is better than your mother." So they were arguing and being quite disagreeable to each other. But someone passing by them said, "It is not your mother or their mother. It is the mother who is always the best. It is the mother quality, her love and affection for her children. This is the point of view of the mystic in regard to the divine ideal." So, my thoughts on this really is, I talk a lot about the qualities. And in Sufism, we really do this. A lot of our chants, a lot of the wazif that we do, the words and the sacred phrases that we chant are really invoking qualities. When we talk about the 99 divine names of God, those are qualities that are associated with each of those names. So when we say love is the Divine Mother's arms, love is the quality of the Divine Mother. It's that embrace, it's that loving, nurturing embrace that's always there to hold you and to keep you and to always lift you up when you fall down. That's the mother, right? When you fall down, mom's right there to pick you up and dust you off and make you feel better. Probably feed you or something like that after that. Hopefully most people have had that kind of experience. That's the real spirit of the mother. And when those arms are spread, every soul falls into them. So if you can open your arms with the spirit of the mother, then more people feel open, more people feel welcomed into your presence, and more people feel your nurturing presence and your compassion, your love, right? And maybe you feed them. Maybe you feed them with a smile or with a little knowledge, a little wisdom, with a bowl of Saki, get them intoxicated on some wisdom and some stuff like that. But this is, really the nature of what the Sufi is, but really about the quality of the Divine Mother. So another really interesting thing that I was talking with my tax man the other day and doing some taxes, and he told me about something called the Essene Gospels, or the Essene Book of Peace. And so I looked into it, and I since have read it, and it's supposedly one of the lost hidden Gospels of the Bible, and a lot of direct teaching of Christ. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and it really tied a lot in for me, because it talks about the Nazarenes, and I was raised in the Nazarene church, right? So I thought that was really interesting. But one of the things, it talks about some things, ways to live, and a lot of these ways to live, I think, align a lot with the mystical idea and the mystical concept, but really about raising your light body and really building yourself out of this dense material stuff that we are, but really being the spirit and the soul that we truly are, being the God-conscious human that we can be, the Christ-like being. And so there was some prayers and practices, and that it kind of mentioned doing. It mentioned doing the Lord's Prayer every day, but it also mentioned doing a prayer to Divine Mother, which I thought was really interesting. And it starts out very much like the Lord's Prayer. I don't have it handy with me right now to pull up and recite, but I will do it on another video because it's really interesting. It's the prayer to the Divine Mother, and I think acknowledging both the male and the female aspect of the divine, the Heavenly Father and the Divine Mother, and really looking at that, and it really associates the Divine Mother with the Earth, Mother Earth, and how we are Mother Earth. We are part of Mother Earth because we are the physical beings that are embodying the energy and connecting with the earth and using the earth for sustenance and for sustainability and things. So really, really remarkable thing. So if you get a chance to check out the Essene Gospels of Peace, check it out. It's pretty cool. But I think it all relates a lot to that Divine Mother quality and the quality of the mother. So just some additional thoughts I had on today's bowl of Saki. So hope that one was enlightening for everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back with you again soon. If you like these, please share them with a friend. Tell them about it. Tell them, hey man, there's this wacky dude with dreadlocks and a beard that gets on and talks about this bowl of Saki stuff and Sufism and mysticism and sound and healing and vibration and frequency, and turn them on to this because it helps it get the message out and helps more people. And you never know who's going to be inspired by what, right? So always good if you feel inspired to share it with another. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe button below. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I got a new video out. And I will be back with you again soon, my friends. Have a great weekend.